Good morning readers. I, Harish Budhu, warmly welcome you to my channel. Learn as much as possible from my handwritten articles. Open Letter to the Prime Minister. Part 13. This 20th of August 2020. The once upon a time prestigious Reduit has now become a dustbin and a dumping ground to get rid of waste. Reduit is crying its heart out. It has become a bouche, true and spare part for politicians. Mr. Prime Minister. 1. It is the 13th part of the series. We are very sorry for bothering you for the last 2 weeks. You are a very busy man, with a daily hectic political life and tight schedule, and a burden of responsibility on your shoulders. Notwithstanding, we are but doing our moral duty, to draw your attention to some strange things, that either you do not know or they have been hidden deliberately from you, or still, nobody has had the courage to tell you, till now. Anyway, welcome to today's opinion paper, better late than never. 2. At best, you can read the papers and learn a lesson or two, mend your ways. Mend your fences. Take corrective measures to deal with the government's serious decline. Face the fundamental problems head on. Be yourself. Be master of your own destiny. Clean the organ stables. Admit and correct your mistakes, without shame or pangs of guilt. And crush the kitchen cabinet gang which has hijacked the Prime Minister's office, expropriated your constitutional role of appointing and deciding, substituted itself for you, turning your personality into a lame duck Prime Minister and a laughingstock in the eyes of the thinking public. Now become a danger more to you than to the country and what not. That is all the best of the bad lot, and with the best of intentions. 3. And at worst, you can be your own worst enemy, ignore the letters. Or punish me in your own way. Or still, send your cybercrime police to arrest me and throw me into prison, in the dirtiest of mosquito, rat and bug-infected cells. Ask your father the number of times he had jailed me. En passant, just recall when you and Ashok Jugnaut had represented the militant socialist movement agent, Satan Madan at the Rose Hill court to nail me to the wall. And finally, if the worst comes to the worst, what else can your kitchen cabinet army do, to punish me? Set fire to my house? Kill me? Maim me? 4. And just en passant now, remember your 1st March 2011 warning, at the evening function of Human Service Trust, at Grand Bassin. You had stated something like the following: according to the press, fair attention, ban programs Pumet Difex ot mean pu cry pompia putain dife. Which means in English, beware, some arsonists will set fire and they themselves will call the fire brigade to extinguish the fire. A few hours later, my car, a van and my house were set ablaze. Prophecy or sheer coincidence? You were then still with Prime Minister Navin Ramgoolam. I had given statements to the police and the Independent Commission against Corruption on Medpoint, and your vagoers and other properties. I had planned public meetings before Medpoint Clinic and Sun Trust. I am not imputing motives or pointing a finger of blame at anyone. But the fact remains that the police have wrongly handled the case as expected. The arsonists of March 2011 are still free and making hay under the sun. And I am still living in that burnt house. And the rest is but history, Mr. Prime Minister. It all begs the question, will you ask the new Commissioner of Police to open an inquiry? I know the identity of the 7 arsonists. Let us stop my cruel fate here. Memories of that fire now come flooding back. They are painful. 5. The following sayings speak volumes. Tell me about your best friends you spend time with, and I will tell you who you are. Tell me about the things which insects hover over, and I will tell you whether they are honeybees, wasps, moths, butterflies or dirt flies. Tell me which films and books you love most, I will tell you who you are. And finally, tell me about your ingrained habits, I will tell you who you are. We stop the sayings here. 6. Ironically, can the Prime Minister tell us why he was appointed Pradip Puntala Reduit? Was he spending time with or hovering around the kitchen cabinet? which of the insects he can be compared with. Is he a stand-in, stopgap, spare part, spare tire, bouche trou, ne de secours, piece de rechange? For you to pop into. 7. Come what may, I pity le Reduit. It has become a dustbin, for holding waste, until it is taken away by scavengers. It has been transformed into a dumping ground, to get rid of waste material. Offman, the notorious transferred who had betrayed Gate and Duval, Gueule Livry, me, and so many, was a bouche trou for a few months only, till the merchants of Transferges, and Rude Jugnout, was appointed. Taxpayers are paying some 15,000 rupees per day to Offman. 8. Amina Garib Fakim, Ivan Kalendavlu's candidate, proved to be the worst ever president. Where is the report on her, Mr. Chief Justice? Are you taking Mauritians for a bunch of cuyans? That case reflects the system. 9. And the man who had betrayed Circe Wuzagaramkulam, Saitam Bulel, Harish Budhu, Gate and Duval, Navin Ramgulam. We stop the list here, was called Kailash Puriag. The very one who, when dead drunk, could not control his bowels, was appointed at Le Reduit. Ask Navin whether he now regrets bitterly. Le Reduit crying. To be continued. Keep reading, keep learning. Like and subscribe for more thrilling articles. Thank you for watching.